Alright, everybody. We're here watching a replay of myself playing on Supreme Isthmus 8 vs 8. I think you'll like this game. It's got some really good players in it. You'll probably recognize them. I know I did as soon as I joined in the lobby. So let's do some introductions here. On the blue team, we have our leader, Ural, who coming in at 38 skill, is a very advanced player at Beyond All Reason. We have Vinny Vin, Freedomless, Omegadon, myself playing in frontline, Lord Lopper, Linkrono, and Aggressa. Over on the red team, we have Reigeki, who coming in at 40 skill is also someone who I immediately recognized. I'm kind of concerned about going against him. We have Daisalis, Dracula, Kazuki Hao, Pink. Yep, that's all that one's gonna get. Meklo, Zodas, I guess, and the paper. So we're playing on Supreme Isthmus. You can see I've got some early rovers out just to sort of have vision and try and secure the Isthmus itself. And then a teammate gave me these ticks. I went vehicle plant, so I went mechs, wind turbines, vehicles, and I'm being a little greedy. Got a constructor out, got another constructor coming before I'm going to make units. See if we can follow these ticks where they go here. Try and sneak them past. Try and do some damage. Looks like mechs. Alright. Stood too close. Took some splash damage. Yeah, chasing ticks with pawns or grunts usually doesn't end too well. You really need rovers or ticks to chase them down, and it's usually just better, like as Raigeki's doing here, you bring a commander over. But I got 3 mexes with these so far. That's pretty good. And drops the commander and almost got a 4th. But that is not bad. It also causes some chaos and confusion behind the lines because they've got units back here chasing this around, as opposed to being up at the front, where we now have a front established with Lord Lopper coming forward with his commander, getting LLT set up. I'm coming forward with my commander. Also going to queue up some LLTs. We got Freedomless going ships. Got... who is this here? Kazuki going ships. Red does not look like they're going ships. He went with bots. But Aggressa did go ships. And Zodas went ships here. Okay. So then we've got LLT creep from Meklo coming in. I've got some rovers going through here. And I see that they've got nothing on this side still, so I just scoot on past. Get a little vision of the back line. And actually get some damage. This poor... the paper is going to lose a mechs again. Is he going to lose another one? That's 2 mexes. Man. Ural here is coming forward to the front, where normally he'd be playing in a backline position here for eco. He's coming up to the front, adding some construction. My little rover here got another, so we got 1, 2, 3. It's gonna get 4 mexes. That is not bad. And I miss micro here. That's okay though. We still got 4 mexes with 1 lowly little rover. Man, that really slowed them down. Oh, it looks like Zodus gave that shipyard to Raigeki. So we pumped out some units and then just transferred ownership. So here we go in the middle. Our little standoff area. LLT forests being made on both sides. You can see Lord Lopper here went for bots. Doesn't have too many bots. I went for vehicles. I'm just starting to pump out vehicles. Doing medium tanks, Janus, and then shell shockers. And the shell shockers are going to be there to disrupt the LLT forest that's coming up. It doesn't look like Freedomless has got the numbers required to deal with all these gunboats and frigates, and then dolphins to boot. Get some out of here. Needs to focus these down though. These low health enemies that are just continuing to fire away. So we got Ural is making a T2 bot lab here on the front. It's interesting. What's he got going on back home? Wind power and some converters. He's got just one builder, couple construction turrets. He's got some grave robbers running around eating up energy, but that's it. Here we go. We finally got some shell shockers out to start shifting the front line. And as it shifts, it means we'll be able to take more metal extractors. They'll get less metal extractors. It really adds up, especially when these ones in the center here, like, 4.3. Those are much more valuable than all the ones behind, which are the 2.3. Alright. Oh no. Caught out of position. He's going to lose his lab. No. Stops, goes for the build power. Now he's going to lose his energy production. I don't even know if his units were there, if they would have made a difference. He lost all of it. All gone. So now this sea is completely uncontested for the red team. He's got a couple units left, but he's got no production in the water. We got red. Little amphibious bomb here. Wind farming it up. And geothermal. Looks like we've already got a fusion reactor coming back here for Disalis. And Dracula has got a few fighters in a wave. Does have some shurikens though, which are ever so useful. Green's out here trying to contest, but without having any production capabilities, you're just not going to be able to. Oh boy, that's a little adventurous. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. Ah! Down he goes. Yep, and Kazuki's gonna go just eat that metal up. Ouch. Yeah. Well, the blue player takes control of his units as he left the game. That's okay. Blue can always use more. So we've got Ural here making Sheldons at the front. Myself, I'm sort of slowly creeping with my Shell Shockers and medium tanks and Janus, slow pushing forward. Adding in some turrets where I can. We've got fighters coming up to intercept this. I don't think purple's going to be much longer for this realm. Ooh, what do we got going down here? A lot of thugs coming forward. Well, they were thinking about coming forward anyways. I like how red has a very good naval line, yielding really good firing arcs for all of his units. These subs are very instrumental for keeping purple from just flat out dying. There's only a few destroyers in here to shoot at the subs. I don't think he's got enough. Yeah. It's not going well for Freedomless. Yeah. What do we got here? Ural's coming in with these Sheldons against T1 bots. Well, there's Hounds down here too. The Hounds can definitely hold their own against Sheldons, especially if you're kiting backwards. Here come the Hounds forward. Yeah, I've got to back up at this point. My little T1 guys can't deal with that. Back home, I've started up a fusion reactor. I think I'm going to be going, yeah, T2. See, the Hounds, I know that if I don't go into T2, I'm just going to bleed out units to no end. So I have to tech up. Purple is still got Constructor, but now red completely owns this C. Red completely owns this C. Not good. We still got blue. Scott. It's got a reactor going. That's about it. It's got a lot of Sheldons. Alright, my T2's up. Freedomless is very unhappy about the loss of the oceans. This is so frustrating when you're a player just sitting here, you can't do anything. We got Ural asking someone to push mid with him. Well, I basically just screen in front of his Sheldons to absorb the damage. All his Sheldons put out the DPS. They push in at this point, and they get in range of all this other stuff too, because we had Mausers back here as well. And the Hounds actually come up in range of these beam turrets and just get decimated. And now they've got nothing. They have nothing behind this. And we are left with some T1, T2, Ribble Rabble. But the Ribble Rabble that we have left, it's more than their 0. They have 0 units. Meanwhile, Red went up to T2 ships. And Yellow is making some salamanders. And down goes Paper. And down goes Meklo. Let's see. Any backliners got something here? Oh, jeez. Hasn't even gotten a lab down to make units yet. Got 1 APHIS. The air player's making fighters, which I don't think is going to help in this case. Alright, so up here, sorry I didn't catch it, but these darn salamanders keep coming in and assaulting us here. Luckily, between Omegadon and myself, we were able to keep it from getting to the other backliners. So Ural is able to keep just pumping Sheldons out and sending them to keep removing the enemy. I eventually just get some forces and leave them up here. I lost my T2 lab though, so I'm down to T1. It's okay though, I'm slowly eating up the remains and rebuilding. And then I'm going to put my T2 lab back down. Just the front line is safe. We got Mausers and some T1 bots leading the charge into Dracula's base. You usually don't want to be taking your commander up against Mausers. Shuriken sure help, but I think he needs a few more because he's not keeping everything locked down. See if he gets a good D-gun in here. Maybe. D-gun? There it is. Oh! I don't even know what hit him. What hit him? Well, here goes all of the sea power on the Southern Ocean. I think Kazukai already tapped out. So much coming through now. We've got spam coming. Now, yellow and red, if they'd been given just a little bit more time, I think they would have broke us from the back line here. But we end up see, take out Raigeki here. Can we get him? Got a lot of gunships. Yep. Get Raigeki out. That leaves the red team with 2 commanders. And they are quickly losing all of their backline power. Trying to get some Razorbacks out on the back line here. I don't think that's gonna do it with how many Sheldons he's got and the fact that now we are just flowing through the Isthmus. I'm making bulls myself to just try and push through whatever's left. There's the Razorback. Soul Razorback versus about 24 Sheldon. It's faster, but it has to close a gap, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it lives. Go get repaired, I guess. Oh, we missed a bombing run here against some of Red's energy. Take out the geothermal converters. At this point, Red is tapped out. Zodus takes over Red's units. So it's just Zodus, Disalis, and Meklo, and I don't even think Meklo has anything to control at the moment. Yeah. It's definitely over. There we go. GG is called. Red team resigns. Good game. Alright. Thank you. We'll see you next time.